Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Robert here, and I'm a member of Acacia Lodge number 42 here in Avondale, Arizona. And today I just wanted to make this video on the whole YouTube channel actually will be dedicated to Freemasonry, but this video in particular here is going to be dedicated to the question, what is Freemasonry? And let's go ahead and step right into it. That is the first question generally that you would ask when you're trying to find out more information about it, and honestly it is probably the most complicated question that you can ask, because frankly Freemasonry is so many things to so many people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some of the general ideas that we Freemasons share as to what the fraternity is about, and then I'm going to talk about what it is to me personally. So generally, because like I said, it's different things to different people, but generally some things that we can agree on is that it's a fraternity. Fraternity meaning a brotherhood. It's a brotherhood of men who are just there willing and wanting to help you become a better person, to help you help yourself become a better person. In Freemasonry, you're gonna find a ton of great guys. Alright, something that we all like to think about ourselves is that we're all stand-up guys, and we're constantly evaluating ourselves throughout the day and asking ourselves, is this something that is right? Is what I'm doing right today? And that's something that I've been doing because of Freemasonry. And usually I have my the moral code that I've always followed. I've always known right from wrong. But now it's like I've stepped it up, just notches and notches, constantly evaluating myself. I mean, it's all about integrity. Okay, so everything that I do throughout the day, I try to make sure that it is far above that standard that I used to have, because I'm truly trying to be the best person that I can possibly be while I'm here on this earth, and that's what you're going to find in Freemasonry. So that's generally what Freemasonry is. Of course, there's symbols. We learn many lessons through the through the rituals, and we study symbols. And symbols are amazing because they're left for interpretation. You'll find a symbol in Freemasonry where, if you trace the origin, it may come from ancient Egypt, it may come from some Buddhist symbols, it may come from, you name it, it came from somewhere, multiple places is what I'm saying. So there's many interpretations to be had for each of the symbols, and everybody has their own favorite symbol and different ways that they apply that to their life. It's really interesting when you get into the simple part of it, but you learn things through the rituals. You study the ritual, you study each individual part, because every single step in the ritual is deliberate. And so, if you come to find yourself in a Masonic lodge and you're initiated, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. We'll move on from here. So those are kind of just a general overview of what Freemasonry is. Fraternity there to help you build yourself to be the best man. Okay, so referencing to masonry, the actual stone builders, you'd go in as an apprentice, and the person who will be mentoring you and teaching you the craft would be a master mason. And the same thing applies to Freemasonry, except we're not building actual buildings, we're building character. So you're learning how to become the best person you could possibly be from someone who has mastered that craft. And it's not someone that's perfect, someone who's growing as well, but at least they can help you along the way, and some things that help them. So they'll be teaching you a lot of things, and hopefully you get to that point if you really are interested and you meet the requirements, and we'll talk about that in another video as well. But so what Freemasonry is to me now, it is all that what I just said, but on top of that, it's somewhere to go every Tuesday night. It's a Masonic lodge, and it is amazing. There is not one place that I would rather be on a Tuesday night than at Acacia 42, on Dysart, just south of Van Buren here in Avondale. There really isn't a better place that I'd rather be, because once you walk through the doors, you feel the energy in there. You just feel good. I get excited to go. I love going there. So on top of knowing that the brotherhood is there, it's just great to be surrounded by just good guys. That's it. And I'm always learning something. Whenever I leave the lodge, there's always things that I want to talk about, to the people that are closest to me, And it's not even related to any of the quote secrets. It's more just, hey, this is what we're talking about today. Isn't that interesting? Or this is this person's perspective on this. You know, it's just so many topics, and you're surrounded by so many smart people that you just can't help but to learn. And so, if you're a learner, if you want to learn, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to learn from people that you otherwise wouldn't have the chance to learn from, then you might find yourself in a Masonic lodge soon. You know, hopefully you'll continue your research, and if you have a favorable opinion on the fraternity, then you'll find yourself researching the nearest Masonic lodge. And we'll talk about how to become a Mason in another video. I mean, for me, I love, like I said, it's all about learning for me. I love to learn, always love to learn. I was never really much of a school type of a person, and it wasn't so much the learning part that I had a problem with. It was more just the formal setting of it. But I've been the type of person, I listen to lectures a lot, and it's amazing. I didn't realize how many people there were going to be in my age group. I'm 23 years old. In my lodge, there's not too many people there that attend regularly. There's maybe, gosh, I would say up to about 20, 30 people maybe that attend really regularly to the lodge, and there's a handful of guys there that are in my age group, and it was amazing because I didn't think that there was going to be too many. But people like myself are just looking for something like this, because we don't find that type of French, well, not that type of friendship, but we don't find these type of people in our age group generally. I mean, most of them are not really interested in philosophy or interested in lectures and expanding their minds, which is understandable. You know, I didn't really go through the party thing myself too much because I had a daughter at an early age, so I really kind of skipped that part of life. You know, whatever, right? But anyway, so I found myself surrounded by guys of not only my age group, but just older gentlemen, mid-30s, and it's an amazing place because we can all sit there as equals. You know, before I would feel, just speaking as a 23-year-old, I would feel a little intimidated to go and to talk to someone who's just trying to dig in someone's brain that I would like to learn from. But when you go to a Masonic lodge, it's just out there. It's an open forum for you. You can ask whatever it is that you want to ask, and you can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about, because these are your brothers. You know, when you're accepted into the fraternity there. So that's another reason that I love to go there. Well, that's my take on Freemasonry. What it is for me, it's a rabbit hole of information. That's for sure. You'll never be satisfied with information. Like, I mean, if you have a question, be ready to do hours and hours of research, and still you probably won't be satisfied after that. You have a question, someone like, oh, tell me about what this means. Yeah, be ready for some studying, because they'll give you some ideas, but it's about how you can take those ideas and apply them to your life, and then you want to study those ideas and go deeper into them and find out the origin of these and why and where does it come from, how does it relate to Masonry, and it's just a rabbit hole, and that's just from one question. Imagine being, you know, filled with one of these things. It's crazy. There's just so much information, and each word in here is worth study. It truly is. Well, okay, so like I said, hopefully you guys will be around for the next video. Check up on my channel regularly. I should be posting videos pretty often. There seems to be a lot of stuff, and interest is growing in Freemasonry, so I'll be here to talk to you about it more. Alright, thanks.